Welcome. Today we're going to do a few things for our feet in order to help us with balance. So we'll be working seated to begin with, and then we'll get up to stand. So get a chair without arms, without wheels, and do have a yoga block or some sort of prop to use between the legs for stability. If you don't have a yoga block, that's okay. You can get a full box of tissues, a roll of toilet paper, even a roll of paper towels will work. So as you're getting set up, I want to remind you to always work within your level of comfort and maintain an even breath as you go. We'll begin by taking a seat and sitting forward on the seat of the chair and aligning the feet hip width apart parallel, and place the prop between your thighs closer to your knees than your hips. And then make sure that your knees are over your ankles. And we'll begin by just sitting up nice and tall. So lift up tall through your spine, get your head, your neck, your trunk aligned. Let your hands rest on your lap. And then center yourself. You can keep your gaze fixed on one point in front of you or close your eyes if that's accessible. And just take a moment to sense how your body's feeling, connect to your breath, and find a bit of ease. The legs are a little bit active because the prop's in place, but that gives you an ability to stabilize the legs and the hips so you can lift up through your spine. Breathe evenly here. Relax your abdomen. Maintaining your connection to your body and your breath, open your eyes. Find a focal point to look at in front of you. And then we'll just begin by moving the feet. As you inhale, pick up your heels, and as you exhale, lower your heels and pick up your feet and toes. Now, I deliberately have my socks on to begin with, and it's okay if you have yours on too, but we will be taking them off. We want to be barefoot for this, for the next few things, okay? So we're just warming up the feet in this way. Moving with the breath if possible. Inhale, lift the heels, exhale, lower, and then inhale, lift the feet and toes, exhale, lower down. With the prop in place, legs are still a bit active. So we're honing our balance by strengthening the core, strengthening the legs, and getting a sense of proprioception, where the body is in space, honing the proprioceptive nerves in the feet and the ankles and the shins and calves. Now anchor your feet. Now we'll take the prop and set it aside and take off your socks, okay? And have one of your socks in front of you. If you don't have socks on to begin with, grab a sock or grab a tissue, because we're going to be working with this as an object. We're going to be lifting with our toes off of the floor. So this is a really great exercise. And we're just going to sit tall, put the sock or object right between your feet, and hold onto the seat of your chair. Now, from here, pick your right knee up and see if you can kind of spread your toes, wiggle your toes, warm them up a little bit. And now we're going to pick up this object with the right foot, with the toes. So lower your foot, grab a hold of that object, see if you can get a hold of it, and pick it up and hold for a moment. Let's hold and breathe. Now, if you're having trouble picking it up, just continue to try. Just keep moving your toes over the top of that. So you're working into the toes, into the sole of the foot, the top of the foot. If you can pick it up, pick up and lift, okay? Now, if you've picked up your leg, then lower it down. Don't just drop that object, lower it down, release it, and place your right foot down. Anchor your right foot, pick your left knee up, wiggle your toes, move them around a little bit, and then spread your toes out. See if you can lower down and pick up that sock or object and lift it up and hold there. Now, if you have trouble, then just keep working on it. Keep trying to move your toes over that object and grab a hold of it. And if you've lifted up, then lower it down and relax. And then you can do that several times. Repeat that. And then move your object out of the way. And then we're going to run in place real quickly. Tap the soles of the feet against the floor. Tap your heels against the floor. It's really small movement, quick movement. And then release. Now take your prop and place it between your thighs. Move your feet back so they're a bit underneath your legs, and cross your arms over your chest. And then hinge backwards, and as you exhale, hinge forward. So just moving through the torso, hinging from the hips, not the waist. Keep your spine long. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, move forward. Now, all that work with the feet and the toes hopefully warmed up the feet, so you're feeling a bit more secure, grounded in the feet. Now when you hinge forward this next time, hold, pause there, push down through your legs and your feet into the floor to pick your hips up over the chair and hover for a moment. We're in a variation of chair pose, Utkatasana. So strengthening practice, strengthening the back, the belly, pelvic floor, legs. And then extend your knees and stand all the way up. Hold here, keeping the prop in place. Swing your arms forward and back. Keep swinging and then cross in front and open and cross and open. And then shake your arms out. Now take your prop and set it aside. And then move around so you can use the chair for support. So maneuver your chair in a way where you have some space to work around it. And then stand with your feet hip width apart, parallel, hold on to the seat of your chair. Both hands, okay? If you're using a wall for support, get really close to the wall. So try not to have your arms extended straight. Bend your elbows, get close enough that you're holding your support. Stand with your feet hip width apart, parallel, stand tall. Now shift your weight forward into your toes and pick your heels up. And then lower your heels and pick your feet and toes up and keep pumping through. Got to keep lifting tall through your spine. Keep your gaze forward. Strengthening through the front of the shin, the foot, the ankle, the back of the shin, the calf muscles. So we're getting the lower legs active, the ankles warmed up and loosened up, and the soles of the feet and the toes activated. And then lower down. Now step away from your support and just shake your legs out, kick your feet forward. And then we'll do one more thing here standing, but move your chair out of the way, get it out of your way. Set mine aside, and then stand to the side of your space. And if you're on a mat, you can get to one side of the mat. You don't need a mat for this, but just as a measurement of length. So have about 6 or 8 feet to the side of you. Stand nice and tall, soften your knees, and fix your gaze on one point. And then just walk sideways. Just take a moderate step to the side and step and together, step and together, okay? So we're just gonna move in both directions. Okay. And then we'll march in place. Once you've come back to your starting point, march in place. And we're going to do a side step again, but this time keep lifting the knees nice and high. So it's like you're picking your leg up and stepping over an object and then lifting and stepping. Lift and step, lift and step. And this is going to be challenging your balance, so take your time. Okay, and then go in the opposite direction. Once you've reached that distance, big step to the side. Doesn't have to be fast, just get your legs moving. Try to anchor your toes, and then back to neutral. And shake your arms out, shake your legs out. And just take a moment to stand in Tadasana, soften your knees, get your head, your neck, your trunk aligned. And then you can bring your gaze down or close your eyes if that's comfortable. Place your hands on your abdomen. And connect to how your body's feeling now. Connect to how you notice the weight distribution in your legs, your center of gravity. Perhaps you're feeling a bit more anchored and grounded in your legs and your feet. A bit more balanced. Relax your abdomen so you can breathe evenly. You can stay here observing as long as you'd like, and when you're ready, you can relax your arms, open your eyes. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this bit of movement in the feet and a bit of balance, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Namaste.